8 o'clock, Tuesday morning, 4th of July. Sun is rising over the mountain. We're here down by the pump house, and this is Kudu garden. I called it Kudu garden because the kudus got in. We had to fence it up a bit better for the kudus not to get in, but a good lesson on how to keep kudus out. Currently nothing in this bed. Here we've got purple potatoes going. Actually, in this bed there are still some purple potatoes from a previous grow that we put in here. Also another dormant bed for now. Here we've got some young onions that's been planted with some pok choi next to it for a quicker crop. And here we have a beautiful mixed brassica greens garden. There's pok choi, kale, cauliflower, mustard greens, Swiss chard, and a few other little specials in between. A few lettuce heads as well. It's absolutely booming right now. Still a young garden, still some time to maturity, but looking good here in Kudu garden. We're going to come and fill out the last two beds with more onions. As you can see, quite dry on the farm at the moment, although some nice morning dew on the grass this morning. Already some blossoms, a few fruit trees in between here, nut trees. Big covered garden. Harvested all sunflowers here. Our outside beds, the little bit of cold that's come through has killed all the basil, although the onions still doing well, nothing coming to disturb them outside, not being fenced. And then our lovely wall of rosemary, lavender, thyme, sage, some flowers, even a bit of basil, doing well this side. Simca harvesting some coriander. Parsley is harvesting parsley, but coriander going to nice seed once again. That nice wall of lavender and sage on that little swell lip in case we have any water rush down here. We don't want it rushing through the actual main garden. Looking forward to these flowers coming up. It's been quite a few months that we seeded them. Even things like borage, hot lips, these are pollinator beds which have things like herbs and medicinal garden little bits. Looking a little bit untidy, but it's for nature. There's animals, insects, all sorts of things living in here. Nice sunflower that just sprouted on its own, that side, it's doing well. So yeah, like I said, we've just harvested all these sunflowers here. This was the evening sunflower. We're growing this just for seed production, and this is the first bed from the sunflowers that we've started to prepare for peas. And then some more pollinating beds in the middle here, and then we've got this bed full of beetroots, but a whole bunch of other things. I can already see pok choys popping up and all sorts of things, so we'll take out where need be but keep what we want. This one's got onions. I can't really see right now, maybe further back you can see a bit of a green row there. Radishes, more beetroots, bit of a mixed bed, radish, turnips, all sorts. And then of course with our pollinating beds again, borages being stronger in this one. Nice healthy pawpaw, all sorts coming up. This is carrots, full bed of carrots here. This is turnips. We planted them a bit too close. We need to be coming out and trying to get some to go in between. Looks like some are surviving So we just need to carry on thinning them out. If they don't survive, it's okay. Unfortunately, we've learned this. We must just seed a lot further apart. And more beetroots in this bed. We've got, I think that's lettuce coming out strongly there, but a mixture of cabbage, lettuce, kale in that bed. And then here's our beautiful designed hexagon bed. So you walk around that side, so six-sided shape. And as we come down, it's going to be just medicinals and herbs and more pollinators. So we've started to put things like some thyme in, a bit of a rosemary wall that we want to get there, lavender wall that side, some wormwood, artemisia, more lavender. So we just started here. Got a mole that's in here, so he's a resident mole, as you can see, digging nicely there. So nice hexagon adding to the energy here, and as you can see, a beautiful sunflower still coming middle of first week of July here, middle of winter. This is our tobacco plant. We're just collecting seed at the moment, barely tobacco, and there's still some more leaves that we need to come in and actually harvest here. We're just going to use it for pesticides and that. And then these beautiful evening sunflowers again for the rest of the seed that we're harvesting. Some are already in the 3 meter tall. That side, the time we planted that side was more beneficial because that side just boomed a bit more than this side. But as you can see, all doing well. So that's the fill up basically to the end of the garden. Pollinator bed once again doing well. Another little sage and marjoram and lavender and rosemary garden here. Oh yes, this was also one of the sunflowers we've already harvested because we planted this from seedlings. And some more sunflowers here. So, yep, this side booming. Another pawpaw and another little mixed herb garden with thymes and all of that's there. So we are still busy putting the mulch in. You can see in the rows there's mulch, which is just a straw grass, and obviously all of this walkway or two have the mulch. We've just been very busy, but we're getting it all done slowly but surely. Yeah. So our new garden we're working on, I'm going to walk to it. He's all the way out here on my southern boundary with the lemon trees. Here comes Bobby. It's all our compost going at the moment. Here's where Cinco was getting some of that parsley, but mainly coriander there, cilantro. Beautiful long big compost we got going on here. So already right from this garden, we got the whole garden coming through here. And we've put fence around the whole thing. It has been fenced completely. And we're just going to go a bit higher though. We're going to put some wire. And that's just going to be sure that the Kudus can't get in and other little mammals like that. But of course, things can dig under, so we'll make a plan for that as well. But baboons will always get over, so we're not going to be planting the likes of corn here. And here we are. We've started with this, getting this going. This is all being done by hand, no tractor work here. And of course we won't disturb the soil ever again. We'll just keep on adding mulch, compost, biochar, keep that system running, and of course compost. So we've got a big area here. We're also going to do things like a pawpaw garden, 2 lines of pawpaw which will protect completely from the elements. That'll give us quite a big grow of pawpaws and other things in between. And planning on the likes of ginger and turmeric also this year. Purple sweet potato definitely coming in here. Peanuts, soybean. We'll try corn, see how the corn goes. We don't want to entice the baboons in though. So this garden is quite special, or at least for now what we've been able to do is these little blue and light green nozzles on this pipe are little sprinklers, and they give a nice spray out along the whole area that I'll probably show you, so that can soak in this garden very nicely. And we've already planted a whole bunch of things like cabbage, kale, Swiss chard, lettuce, all in their own separate rows here. So we'll come in between with pork choys, because a pork choy is a much quicker growing vegetable, won't be too much competition for the ones. And then once we've harvested the pork choy, those adults, those cabbages, those kales, cauliflowers, they'll start to come out and then mature. And then in the middle, we've still got one line we can go in the middle here. We're going to bring radishes, turnips, beets, things like that. But of course, that'll be the method going through. Beautiful companion planting all the way through, and successing planting. So this is a new big garden we've got going on here. Probably won't be covered, but some parts will be, like I mentioned with the pawpaws. But really excited to get this on the go, and it'll soon be green and beautiful here.